When you're talking to these individuals, understand this problem they have with sarcasm and abstract concepts. Be very, very precise and specific with what you want and what you need. Sit in that chair. Point to the chair, sit in this chair, okay? Stand on this spot. Pick a visual target for them to stand on. Don't just say, just hang out over there. That concept of hanging out and over there, it'll get lost a lot of times, and they won't understand, and they'll wander off because you weren't specific with what you wanted, okay? What did the man say? Did the man say his name? What was his name? Very, very specific questions. Don't leave them open-ended and allow them to get confused or muddled in what you're trying to ask them, all right? Touch what hurts. Tell me what hurts. My son is 17, like I mentioned, and to this day we still say, "Where's your boo-boo?" All right? Age appropriate, really, it's down on my list. When I need to find out what is hurting my son and if he's in pain, age appropriate language and what other people are going to think really don't they don't apply. I need information. So he has responded in the past to "Where's your boo-boo?" and I'll go back to it, because if in that moment I need to know what hurts. So try something like that. "Where's your boo-boo?" to a 25-year-old may seem odd to say. You may be embarrassed, but understand you're trying to tap into language they have heard before to get information that is critical to helping them. So things like that may just get you there, okay? When we tell my son to go wash his hands, we have to say, "Wash your hands with soap." Okay, otherwise he'll just get wet. Be very, very specific with what you want. Okay, wash your hands with soap. Write down your first and last name. All right, things like that. Be specific. Avoid slang, and we all do it because it's just part of our world now. But things like "chill out" and "don't be a smartass" and "take a seat." Things like that we just throw out there, and they're usually understood. But for somebody on the spectrum, that may be challenging to them. Okay, if you want to get a giggle out of my son, say "cut the crap." Okay, what his mind goes to is different than what your and my mind go to. So avoid slang like that, and just be very, very clear with what you need and what you want them to do. All right. This concept of a plan, okay, understand the way their brain works a lot of times is they are very, very concrete thinkers, very, very literal thinkers, and they need predictability. And having things open-ended and unclear about what's going to happen in the future puts a lot of these individuals in a very, very uncomfortable position. And my son is huge with this. My son needs to know the plan for the day down to 15-minute increments, or else the anxiety builds and he just can't function. So every day when I drive my son to school, we lay out a plan for what we're going to do after school down to 15-minute increments. And it's so it's so strong with my son that he needs this plan that he'll check in with the teachers throughout the day. So I now have to communicate with the teachers what the plan is so they can reassure him throughout the day and get him to function and concentrate on his school tasks. All right, it's very, very strong, and it's for a lot of our guys on the spectrum, it's almost debilitating, where they need to know a plan. They need to know what's going to happen. And things like "we'll see," or "I don't know," or "we'll ask mom," or "we'll find out later," or "we'll try," that doesn't cut it. They need specifics. They need to know for sure what's going to happen. And it gets in the way a lot of times. It's very, very hard. I know where my vacations are for the next 7 years. I know where we're going because we had to plan it. Okay. Understanding that. So if you have, again, I'll go to the car crash situation where you need compliance, you need this individual to walk with you or come with you to an ambulance, lay it out what's going to happen. Tell them what the plan is going to be in very, very concrete terms. First, you're going to come with me. You're going to hold my hand. I'm going to bring you to the ambulance. You're going to get in the ambulance. You're going to lay down or sit up if you're not comfortable laying down on a stretcher. Then we're going to bring you to the hospital. And when we get to the hospital, we're going to call your mom, and she's going to meet you there, and she's going to bring you home. Okay? Very, very specific what you want, what's going to happen. And don't leave it open-ended. And don't assume, there's that word again, don't assume they know what this thing is what's going to unfold for them. Okay, because they may not. And that may be a very, very strong source of anxiety within them that's causing them to be non-compliant or resistant to you. Okay? Lay it out. Don't lie to them. Lay them out what the plan is going to be, and you'd be amazed at the level of cooperation. You'll see the non-compliance melt right away as soon as they know the plan.